someone was talking to me recently about this, and as you said, the doubt, or um, I just think it's a normal part of the process that, like, right before you're going to release something, there's, oh my gosh, is the mix right? Maybe we should change this, and all these things will come up. And like, if you, someone had told me this when I was having that moment, if you're questioning things that you haven't questioned for the last month or the last 2 months, it's just fear kicking, because you would have heard something in the mix,
That's so good. That's
right?
so good.
You would have heard it and questioned it many times already. So
Oh
these
my
last
God.
minute thoughts are, that's just fear going.
Yes.
And
Yes,
truly, like,
absolutely.
as you said, you went away for 9 months. So you've literally been pregnant. You're about to birth your babies, right? I'm about
Oh
to
my gosh.
deliver
Yes.
this album. What if the world thinks my baby's ugly? Like it. That's just a very normal, a normal fear that every artist I've ever worked with has right before release, because it's a lot of work that, and a lot of work that in many ways, like, you may already be also focused on the next project, or the release process, or the next single, but
Yeah.
some artists feel like, oh my gosh, I don't feel as connected to it now. But there's also this, oh gosh, I know what it is, but no one else does, and how's everyone going to receive it? And
Oh my
just
gosh,
super
totally.
normal, super normal.
Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, because Cake comes out on Friday and, there is that little last minute thing of like, "Ah, did I miss something?"
I know. Should we have used the other mix?
Yeah, yeah, any number of things. Yeah.
Any number of things. Tell me about how you are incorporating, or have incorporated. I know you pulled the card last night. Like, how are your magical practices, your witchiness, like those elements? How are you intentionally using those? I know, without giving it away, because I know that looking at, like, for example, one of the photographs you showed me, we came up with a really big idea for, like, the live show and social media and such. But so how,
Yes.
like, how is that play into your world building?
I would say definitely visually. It's always been there spiritually
Hmm.
and like in my process. I definitely will start a songwriting session with my tarot or oracle cards, get my like incense going, burning my Palo Santo, like et cetera, like getting the vibe going and like being in my spiritual space, like having a specific candle. Actually, that is something that I've been doing for. So the upcoming EP is called The Lover Seething, and it's a twin EP where the first one is about like the dark side of love, and then the second one will be about the brighter, more like falling in love, crushes, things like that. And so for every songwriting session, I would light my lover's candle. And luckily it's a tarot card, so there's candles out there. But yeah, so it's like always been in the process, but I would say it's coming in visually in a way that I it's coming in a specific visual way.
Mm.
My song Vertigo that came out like a couple of years ago, that was a ritual. That was me doing a spell, and the music video for it is definitely like, has these witchy themes going on,
Yeah.
but Cake is specifically more dialed in, is what I would say. Like this, what we're doing is a voodoo doll cake that I cut into and, manipulate. And so there's a little bit more of like a specific visual lane
Mhm.
for each of
Amazing.
these. If that makes sense.
That's amazing. I think the fact that you went from, like, I couldn't get a handle on visuals at all, to, like, everything is feeding visually for you. Like, it's like just a sense. The other part, right? The candle and the sense, like, all you were using all your senses, and now this sense is really turned on. And we do live in a very visual world, and with social media, like, you just, like, you get to amp that up so much now and feel connected to it. It's exciting.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And like you and I've talked about, like doing an altar for each song, and each little piece on the altar is, has a real connection to my life or the way that the song came about or the person that the song's about. And so it's like furthering the ritualistic aspect of
Amazing.
all of this.
Amazing. Feels like
Yeah.
rituals needs to be, like, part of the language of the album, like, the ritual.
Ooh, okay, I love that. I should be taking notes, like, literally every time we have a call, I'm just like, "I gotta be taking notes here."
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a song rituals, or maybe it's just part of, like, maybe it's just part of the storytelling of the album, like,
Hell yeah. Yeah,
uh
no, it is true, like, each single is going to have its altar,
yeah,
and yeah,
I
it's very
love
much
that.
part of it.
Yeah, I love this. And
Thank
again, this goes to the depth. Like, the photo you showed me with the altar, I said to you, it's like it's so intriguing. Like we shifted the photo because the altar was so distracting, right?
Yeah,
Like it was drawing all my attention. But it was like, so
which
tell
is
me
cool
about
in
it.
one way, but yeah,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah, yeah,
distracting.
totally. But that's why it's like it has so much meaning and value that when you do use it in layered ways, that's why I'm like, "Oh, I am so drawn to it, that we need the connection to this. Like, I wanna know more about it." And this is to
Right.
me, like, this is where, like, everything that is gonna be on each altar, because it means so much to you, I'm gonna be curious about it as an audience member. I'm gonna wanna know more about you and this song, and I just need to listen to it because it's
Yeah,
so rich with meaning. Did you see the film?
definitely. Oh, not yet, but it's definitely on my list. I worked on the trailers a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing, amazing.
yeah.
So, I just saw it and I knew, like, when it came out, I just saw the posters and I heard a little bit about the film, like, and the filmmaker, really just the filmmaker. I was like, "I wanna go give this movie my money, like, I wanna support this film."
Yeah, definitely.
And then rando, I heard it's a vampire movie. I'm like, "What? It's a vampire movie? What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And the thing that I would say, like, I've watched it now twice, and I'm definitely gonna watch it again. There I won't give anything away, I just you'll know when you see it what I'm talking about, that the layers and the layers and the layers in that film are just magnificent, and the it's like it's almost too much to even understand. It's because it's
Whoa.
so yeah, I think I'm gonna cry, I'm about to cry.
Oh,
It's so
wow.
spiritually deep, it is layered in history and truth. It's remarkable. It is so
Wow.
remarkable, and I've watched it twice now to, like, take it in again, to, like, feel
I
impacted
was gonna
by it.
say, that sounds like a multiple
Yeah.
watch, multiple views
Yeah,
kind of project.
and the music in it is phenomenal, but this is,
Oh,
when and the movie was so, so successful. And I contest that a big reason for that is that the the layers and the depth and the meaning in that film is so deep, like, you can't even grasp it all. Even if you get like, "Oh, I
wow,
get it.
wow.
I know what they're saying," but it's so deep, and that's why people are like, "I have to watch it again. I gotta tell my friends about it." And that's what you're doing in your world building, where you're like, "There's an altar, and every single thing on that altar has meaning to me, and that and deep meaning, not like, oh, that takes me back to this relationship, and like, that has 7 years history up in it, and then this one," like, that's the stuff.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the stuff that makes, like, you come alive and feel deeply connected, and then we are just I don't have to know what everything means, I feel the meaning, right? I'll never understand it fully, it's your
yeah,
story.
you can sense it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
Yeah, like,
energy is so strong, the layers are so strong.
thank you so much.